Hi, I'm Ashley Atwood with Sunshine Hill Properties, and I've helped over 70 hopeful homeowners build their bridge from renting to home ownership. Now I'm here to give you the tools you need to achieve your dream of becoming a homeowner. This is the How to Be a Homeowner podcast. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to How to Be a Homeowner. I am your host, Ashley Atwood, and we are sponsored by Sunshine Hill Properties. And today we have a client testimonial, I guess it's Kim, is it Ghering? That's how I've been saying it. I've been saying it, right? Okay.
Yes, that's right.
So Kim Ghering came to me this past spring, and we found her house, and she's been so nice to come and tell you guys about her experience and share that journey. So I'm really happy to have you, Kim. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let me tell you a little bit about Kim. She's originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't ever hear an accent from Pittsburgh. I have a few friends that are Pittsburghians. Is that what it is? Pittsburghians?
Yeah, probably. Pittsburghers.
Pittsburghers. It sounds delicious. And she's been a Phoenix resident for 6 years. Her dad is retired and stays with her for most of the winter. No kids. She's single lady. Always single ladies. I don't have the rights to that tune, so forgive me, Beyonce. She's a registered nurse. She works here in downtown Phoenix.
Yes.
So thank you for your service as a nurse. I could not do it. I almost faked the sight of my own blood, much less other people's. So thank you for that. And welcome to the show. Tell me what was going on in your life that you decided you had to move. Number one, I know that was happening.
Yes.
But why was doing a lease option better for you than just whatever else was going on?
Sure.
All the other options.
Sure. So I was living in a 3-bedroom apartment with my dad part of the, in the wintertime. And I knew that I wanted to buy a house, but I didn't have anything ready. I didn't have any kind of deposit. I didn't know where to start, basically. And so I was just kind of waiting, saving some money. And when my apartment complex got new management, they basically told us they weren't going to renew the lease, and I had 3 months to find a place.
Oh. So that was like a surprise.
It was a surprise.
3 months. 3 months you had to be out, surprise.
It was 3 months and I had to be out, surprise, yes. Okay. They were going to renovate. They told us that we could leave and then reapply for the apartment.
Oh, that's nice of them.
But they couldn't guarantee that we'd get it back. And they were also raising the rent by $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's a big jump. Yeah, that's happening. I haven't heard that much before. I've heard a lot of people's rents getting raised by several $100s.
Yes.
Which is still really difficult. And $1,000.
Yep.
Okay.
So I decided, let's see what my other options are. And I had talked to a couple mortgage lenders, I guess. Brokers. And I just felt like I didn't have enough time. And the market was crazy. So I had a friend recommend that I try this option. So yeah, that's what kind of led me to this.
Led you to the path of Ashley and the J. and Sunshine Hill Properties. Awesome. Yes. So we're taping this. It's July, the very end of July right now. We're taping. I'm not sure when y'all will be listening to this, but we are finally coming out of that crazy 2 years where there were like 20 offers per houses, and it was highly competitive. Things were going crazy high over asking, and so that's finally calming down now. But when Kim was looking, that was not the case,
right,
at all.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, we are so glad that you did find a lease option program and then you gave us a chance, because a lot of people don't know what lease options are. And when they do hear it, they hear oh, it's a scam.
Yes.
And there are scams out there. I do want y'all to be wary of that. And if you do run across something and you want to bring it to me just to say, hey, Ashley, is this a legitimate program or a legitimate service or whatever, please, I'm not trying to take the business from you. I just want to make sure that you're protected and that you're not getting into something that's going to hurt you or take your money or anything like that. So what Kim has done with your lease option, do you want to try to explain it? What your lease option deal is, or do you want me to do it?
You can explain it. I think you can do a better job.
So with Kim's lease option, what we did is we took her house shopping just like she was going to buy a home, right? I sent you houses up the MLS. Mm-hmm. We scheduled appointments. I met your dad and your sister, and we went and looked at houses. We found a house that fit her needs, and we put an offer. So I have cash investors that will buy a home for you. So literally, they put the cash up and bought this home for Kim, and they have given Kim a lease. So she's renting just like any other renter right now. But the icing on the cake is that she holds an option to purchase that home, right? So it's a locked-in price. She knows how to talk to her mortgage lenders now. She knows exactly what she needs to plan to buy this home whenever she is ready. Mm-hmm. And each program is going to have different timings and different percentages and different rents and whatnot. But at least that price is locked in. And that's the key. You want to find something that's locked in. They're not going to raise it $1,000 or raise rent $1,000. They're not going to jump $100,000 in their purchase price at the end of the year. It's locked in, and you can plan for that. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
What I explained, has that been your experience so far?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was my experience.
So yes. You have a lease that's just 1 year, but then you have a first right of refusal for up to 5 years.
Right.
So she can renew that lease up to 5 years and exercise her right to purchase with any time within the 5 years.
Correct. Yeah. And I know what my rent will be every single year as well.
Which is also key.
Yes.
Especially since you just went through something that was like, surprise, $1,000. Right. Yes. And that happens a lot. And I'm a real estate investor, and I understand you've got to raise rents. Where rents aren't market value, you need to bring that up because your taxes as a homeowner will go up. But some take advantage of the situation and can force you out in that regard. So it kind of gives you your power back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
You feel a little more secure, right, in that living situation. Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back, talk to Kim some more about her experience, what it was like, just A, working with us, and then B, what her hopes and dreams are with the lease option and how she's going to turn that into money later. All right, see y'all in a second.
For this break, I'm going to mention one of our incredible sponsors, HOA.com. Did y'all know that HOA actually stands for Homeowner Alliance? They are America's #1 referral network for professionals that service homeowners. That means their entire existence is to pair quality service professionals that service your house with you as the homeowner. Go to HOA.com/Ashley to find a service professional in your area. They serve the entire country from Austin to Denver to Phoenix to Tampa. You'll be able to find somebody in your area. Also, if you are a service professional and you want to partner with HOA.com, go to the same link, HOA.com/Ashley, and sign up today.
All right, everyone, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us through the commercials. I want to just kind of continue talking to Kim. And I'm going to kind of let you have the reins here and say, what was the process like for you from the moment that you were introduced to me through your ribbon date?
I think it was easy. I think it was very easy, and it moved a lot faster than I thought it would. Mm-hmm. I just basically met you, picked out the houses I wanted to see, met you. I think the day that we found the house, we put an offer in that day.
Could be. It was like that day or the next day.
That day or the next day. And although we didn't find out when, you know, it was maybe a week or two before we found out that they accepted the offer. But after that, it moved fast. I put my deposit down, filled out the lease paperwork, and
that was beneficial to you because you had a time frame.
Right.
You were working on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it does or can say move really, really quickly, especially when you need it to.
Right.
Because I'm going to move on your timetable, right? And if you tell me I got to go, then I'm going to show you as many houses as I can and push that paperwork through when you find a home.
Right.
And then when you have a good cash offer, the sellers are going to hopefully pick our offer.
Right.
Which I think that's the scariest part. It was like, oh, okay, offers in, now are they going to accept?
I know.
That's the only thing I don't have control over.
Right. And that was a little stressful, but everything else was pretty seamless, I feel.
Yeah. So we put your offer in, they got the offer accepted, and you do have a security deposit, just like you would in a rental.
Right.
Right. Put that in, signed your lease, and then I think your house needed a little bit of work, right?
A little bit. I had some paint and...
Yeah. So the investors painted it, just got rid of any pet smells,
Right.
any of that kind of stuff. And then you moved in. It's just a typical single family home lease. We do have it. I don't want to say that it moves so fast that I have some people come to me that say I need a place to live in 2 weeks.
Oh, no, it doesn't go that
Yeah,
fast.
it's not that fast.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the homes like sitting
Right.
like in inventory. You got to go and pick out your house. Not like, here's the homes we have to choose from, like it or not.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not quite super fast. It takes about, I would say, 2 months before you moved in.
Probably something like that.
And like start to finish your application,
Right.
searching for houses, picking a house, buying the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I feel like I didn't really do any work. Like,
We did.
you did. But I was kind of just, you handled everything.
Well,
Which is
that's
nice.
nice to hear.
Yes.
Because you're busy. You've got not only got your work, but you care for your dad and Brittany is in town. So yeah, the hardest part for you was picking out which houses you wanted to see, and then what house you wanted to buy,
Right.
and then everything else we did. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't feel like it was too much.
No, I didn't feel overwhelmed the only time I felt overwhelmed was in those times where we put the offer and we're just waiting.
Nervous.
Right. Was not.
Nervous, not so much overwhelmed.
Yes.
Because it's nerve-wracking.
It is.
Yeah, because you don't know.
Right.
And then if you don't get the offer, then you have to go start over again.
Right.
And look at houses. Yeah. We found the perfect house for you. I'm so
We really did.
like, I love that yard across from your house.
I know.
Cul-de-sac. Like,
Yes.
It's fantastic.
Perfect.
It's a great house. So when did you move into your home?
May 23rd of 2022.
And again, it's July now. I don't know when you're hearing that. So do you know what your right to purchase price is right now off the top of your head?
No, not
No, it should be around. So we bought it for $435,000. That's a deal. $435,000. And the investors, it should be. I don't have her contract in front of me, so I don't know exactly, but I think your right to purchase price is somewhere around $459,000.
That sounds right.
Okay. And so she's only moved in 2 months ago and from here. And the value of your home has gone up $5,000, which isn't a lot right now. It's only been 2 months.
Right.
And I know that some of our lease option clients, especially in the past 2 years, the value has gone up so fast that like it's like $100,000 difference within 1 year, which is unheard of. That's just typical of this market. So it's probably not going to be that when you come to your 12-month mark. But the average appreciation for a home in Phoenix, that's just Phoenix, not necessarily the national average, is 13%. So the estimated value of your home when you choose to buy it in 1 year is going to be $491,500. And your right to purchase is $459,000. So you'll be considerably, you'll have some considerable equity in your home by the time you choose to buy it, which is fantastic.
Yes.
It's not usually the case. Usually you have to wait. You have to buy it first. And then pay down your loan and then like hope that it keeps going up and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And if you chose to stay renting instead of doing the lease option, you would then have to buy that home at $491,000, the same home that you're going to be saving, paying basically $464,000.
Right.
So you're saving money just by making the choice to do a lease option, right? Instead of just, I'm going to rent anyway. I'm going to rent and save. Mm-hmm. Well, rent and save, but have the lease option as a backup.
Right.
And you also aren't locked into that house. Mm-hmm. Right? Right. So, you know all of your rights to walk away if you choose to, right?
Right. Yes.
Right. So if she chooses to walk away, as long as she doesn't destroy her home. And I know Kim a little bit better than to know she's not going to destroy the house. But it's a security deposit. Acts just like a security deposit. And you get your money back minus repairs. Or if you break the lease, then there's, those kind of financial things you have to pay for. But there's no penalties. Nobody's going to say, I'm keeping 10% of this house. But it's not like that. Mm-hmm. You've got a walkaway plan if you choose not to buy it. So that's pretty cool. That's one thing. That's my favorite thing about a lease option is how much money you're saving. I mean, you're buying it. You get to buy it for $460,000, and it's worth $490,000.
Right.
That's pretty nice. That's $30,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. Some people don't make that in a year.
Right.
That's true. And you also had a choice lease.
Yes.
Yours was a different program even. Mm-hmm. So the choice lease, I loved the choice lease program because Kim's credit score was pretty high. I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty high. Yet she's a single person. Mm-hmm. And in this day and age, qualifying for a $435,000 loan as a single person, really hard to do. Mm-hmm. You got to be making a lot of money in your own personal job. And most people have dual incomes to be able to afford that. Well, this program allows people that have been taking care of their credit, have good history. It rewards them for that, even if their income isn't super high, and you get a discount on your rental prices. And I just remembered your actual percentage upgrade is even less. Mm-hmm. It's only 3%. So yes. I'm even wrong on her purchase price. It's going to be lower than that. Mm-hmm. So high five.
I forgot about that too.
You just made even more money. So you'll have more than that $30,000 actually because you took care of your credit.
Right.
You're actually gonna have more than that. So that's really exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah. What do you see for yourself in the next 3 to 5 years in terms of like home ownership?
Well, I love the house.
You?
Yeah.
Good.
And I would love to buy it. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
That's the first step.
That's the first step.
And you plan on staying there? Do you plan on renovating it? Do you plan on selling it eventually and upgrading, or you haven't thought that far?
I guess it all depends on where my life takes me. I would stay there. I think it's a great place for me. Mm-hmm. I think it's a great place for my dad to be. We have a nice backyard and the garage and everything for my family to come and visit because I'm the only one out here. Mm-hmm. But I would love to buy it. And like I said, I would stay there forever, but It's possible I may sell it eventually, like if I ever get married and have a family. But that's
You don't know what's going to happen.
right.
As far as what you can see,
Right.
you love the house. And
I
you
do.
want to stay there. Excellent. I think it's a great location.
It is. It really is.
A lot of great stuff there.
And it's quiet. I just want that. Yeah.
I love your space. I still have a picture of that across the street from her house. She's got a big green area where pets or whatever can run around, and then there's the little park across the street, and she's in a cul-de-sac, so it's like little to no neighbors.
Yes.
That's usually the number one complaint people have. It's like, oh, my neighbor.
Oh, yeah, no, I never hear anything. So
my neighbors always have this happening, or it's funny. Ari, do you have any final words of like encouragement or inspiration for renters that don't want to rent anymore, but they're kind of in a dead end, or people that are shopping for their first house?
I would say, first of all, if you don't think you can do it, you can. This is a great option, I think. Find somebody you trust. And like I said, you can do it if your credit needs some work or you need to save some money. Okay, but it's not impossible. You can do it. Like I said, I think it's important to find someone you trust. Because like you said before, people think lease option and they think scam or whatever, but that's not always the case. And I think just to do it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Waiting is not always the best option.
No.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've seen how it's been, the market has been. I know that it's a little bit different now than it was, but it's not going to, the price of housing is not going to go down.
Not in Phoenix.
Right. Not in Phoenix.
Yeah.
So if you're in Phoenix, I would say to do it.
Yeah.
Do it sooner than later.
I agree. Renting, you don't have any power. They could say, I'm renovating, you're out, and you and your whole family are out on the street and you don't have a choice. At least with a lease option, you have a little bit of control back, predictability back into your life, even if you're not ready to buy yet. And then when you do buy, your rent is never going to go up.
Right.
It's going to be your mortgage for the rest of your life if you so choose, right? Obviously, there's different things that you can do, but that will change it. But for the most part, if your mortgage is $2,000 a month, it's going to be $2,000 a month forever, and or until your loan is paid off. Nobody's going to raise it.
Right.
You know, it's that. So when everybody's rents have gone up in 10 years to that $1,000, $2,000 more than they were paying, you've got that security locked in. So definitely find somebody to talk to. Call me. Kim, you're getting cut out. Call me, email me. We've got, like I said, tons of people that can give you testimonials of working through the program, but we want to help you become homeowners, build that bridge to be a homeowner. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you, Kim, for coming and visiting and sharing your story, being vulnerable, because I know it's really scary for people when they're in a transition. And I think you're really going to help some people be able to make some new choices.
Good.
Awesome. All right. Everybody, I'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Sunshine Hill Properties is proud to bring you the How to Be a Homeowner podcast. If you have more questions, ask them in the comment section. I will be featuring and answering them in upcoming episodes. If you like the show, leave a review and share it with a friend. Our goal is to help as many people as possible achieve their dreams, and your reviews help reach those people. If you are ready to build your bridge to homeownership, reach out to me at sunshinehillproperties.com to make an appointment for a call. No matter where you are in the country or on your journey, I'm ready to get you headed in the right direction with a free consultation. Interested in finding a trusted service provider in your area or partnering with HOA.com as a service professional? Go to HOA.com/Ashley. Are you an agent? Great. I am growing my team in states across the country. Let's schedule a call to see if we need an agent to cover your area. Visit SunshineHillProperties.com. Want a career in real estate? You're not an agent yet, but you still want a career? That's still wonderful. I'd love to talk to you about training with me or one of my team members. Contact us at, you guessed it, SunshineHillProperties.com. I have to shout out our amazing post-production team. Thank you, Space Dream Productions, for doing every bit of post-production. I truly could not have made this show happen without you. And last but not least, if you don't want to miss a thing, be sure to subscribe to us now on the How to Be a Homeowner podcast.